While I was dealing with drugs, I became a very powerful woman, lacking nothing, gained so much respect. I could give orders and people would follow. We grew up knowing that on a Sunday we must be in church. In a house where my parents both served God. I dropped out of school at the age of 15. Later that year, got pregnant. And with no idea how I'm gonna raise this baby. My dad was the only one that worked during that time, and he provided for the whole family. I just had to find a way to care for this kid financially. I thought of going to find a job, but couldn't find a job, and it just came to mind, why not try to smuggle drugs? Gangsterism was very popular, people smuggling drugs. It was just normal in the area for where we grew up in. I started with very small and connected with the right people. Within months, I had this great lifestyle, generating millions in the underworld, where I set a big name for myself. Me, my brothers, they helped me. I also got all this fame at that moment, was the girl of the moment. I could buy me anything. I had this great lifestyle, this big house, driving different cars, and I could care for my child financially. It went on like that for 8 years, where we just get in deeper and deeper and deeper. I had so much power, I never thought that I would be calling out for help. Nadine was the daughter of my youngest brother, and they also lived in that same house where we were dealing with drugs. Parents wasn't stable financially, so I helped to raise Nadine. I loved her as she was my own daughter. I got the news that she went to bed the night and she never woke up. I felt to blame for what what I've done, and I thought that this is the punishment that she had to pay. Maybe this was the way that God is punishing us for the way that we selling drugs. And at that moment, I had to realize that my fame, all this money, this house, the cars that I have, won't bring Nadine back or won't make anything right for me at that moment. My turning point came the day when we had to bury Nadine, where the pastor preached the word, Romans 6 verse 23. The wages of sin is death, but the gift of God is eternal life. I just had this encounter with God, and I made a decision. I fell on my knees and repent of all my sins. As I was looking around me, I then later saw one of the guys that was helping me with the smuggling of drugs. He also was then on his knees, and then I saw another one also repenting. And went back. I had to really decide to close down business and really means business with God. That same pastor today is my husband. We are happily married. We are both pastors in our church, reaching out to the communities, to the youth. And everywhere we go, we just want to make that difference, to give back to the community for the time that we have taken people's children, sold drugs to them. I know that most parents, a lot of parents is struggling with kids on drugs, with kids on alcohol, with kids that's involved in gangsterism. But today I'm grateful for my parents for for the way they never gave up. And that's why I want to send out this message today, that parents, don't give up on your children. Where there's life, there's still hope. And I know that what God has done for us, my parents, He will still do for you. He's still in the business of saving lives, transforming people. Doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what you did in the past, it doesn't matter how great your sins is. God's grace is sufficient for us.